Alright everybody, so the API was actually updated today, which means we can actually go ahead and look at all of the actual perks for all of the actual King's Fall weapons. So let's go ahead and hop right in. So first things first, we have one of my personal favorites is the Smider Moraine pulse rifle. In the third column, you can get ensemble, moving target, plugless, demolitionist, well-rounded, focus, fury, and then stats for all. And then the fourth column, you can get things like Eye of the Storm, the crappy body shot perk that no one likes, swashbuckler, AJ, adrenaline junkie, firefly, vorpal, and one for all, with some pretty unique actions going on right here with things like demo AJ, focus, fury, vorpal. You know, you get 2 damage perks. That's pretty cool. Granted, it's on a primary. Maybe firefly stats for all goes pretty hard. Demo stats for all, demo firefly could go pretty hard as well. Overall, really awesome pulse rifle. Next up, we have the good old sniper rifle, the Defiance of Yasmin. Third column has things like no distractions, osmosis, shoot to loot, lead from gold, firefly, ensemble, and snapshot. We have demo, moving target, slick draw, firing line, opening shot, vorpal, and focus fury, all in column 4. This thing has some pretty juicer capabilities. You know, snapshot, opening shot for PvP, maybe ensemble vorpal, or even osmosis vorpal if you want to try and proc Phantom Might somehow with a kinetic weapon for PvE, maybe. Although I definitely would see this thing being used more in PvP rather than PvE. Next up, we have the Midas Reckoning, the fusion rifle, with things like hipfire grip, cornered, field prep, well-rounded, backup plan, pug list, and then unrelenting, all in column 3. Column 4, we got things like surrounded, kickstart, tap the trigger, golden tricorn, vorpal, successful warm-up, and reservoir burst. Yeah, you can actually craft a fusion rifle with enhanced reservoir burst. And just if you're curious, reservoir burst when enhanced grants increased stability and +1 to the magazine. Next up, we have the hand cannon. God forbid if I butcher the name. I think it's pronounced Zauli's Bane. This bad boy has some pretty awesome perk combinations. In the third column, we have things like ensemble, hipfire grip, the crappy perk, body shot perk that nobody likes, pugless, opening shot, well-rounded, and then explosive payload. In the fourth column, we have surrounded, Eye of the Storm, demolitionist, focus fury, firefly, one for all, and incandescent. Yes, indeed. Our first hand cannon with incandescent. I cannot wait to craft this bad boy. Just got to get those red borders. Next up, we have quite the juicer, in my opinion, in the scout rifle, the Doom of Chelchis. In the third column, we have things like rangefinder, steady hands, adaptive munitions, stats for all, explosive payload, firefly, vorpal weapon. But in the fourth column, we have things like Eye of the Storm, unrelenting, repulsor brace because this is a void scout rifle, one for all, frenzy, focus fury, and then dragonfly. Yeah, y'all can already see some pretty nasty stuff. Things like firefly, dragonfly. Dude, I am so gonna make a video when I craft these two together. Explosive payload, frenzy, firefly, frenzy, stats for all, one for all, adaptive munitions, frenzy. Like, bro, this is just a gas ass scout rifle. And last but not least, we have the only heavy weapon returning from Destiny 1, the Quillam's Terminus. In the third column, we have things like ensemble, unrelenting, slick draw, firmly planted, heating up, stats for all, and then dynamic sway reduction to round it out. In the fourth column, we have things like wellspring, Eye of the Storm, firefly, headstone because this is a stasis LMG, focus fury, firing line, and then killing tally. Bear in mind that the Quillam's is the high impact frame of LMGs, meaning headstone on this thing would be a lot better than it was on the recurrent impact, which is a 720 LMG that fires much faster, right? We got some pretty good capabilities, pretty good things to choose from. Killing tally, stats for all, killing tally, dynamic sway, headstone stats for all on a stasis subclass would definitely synergize well, and we all love firefly. And don't forget that all of these King's Fall weapons have the same origin trait, which is insane. It's called runneth over. Reloading near allies overflows the magazine. So yeah, if you need a more incentive to hop into King's Fall, which is one of the best raids in the entire franchise, then here you go. Keep in mind, this is free for all players.